Hey guys, in this video we're going to set up different security roles within Microsoft Dynamics CRM. To start with, we just want to hover over the Microsoft Dynamics CRM tab here and go over to Settings. And from Settings, we want to select Administration. So I have that selected by default, but if you don't, you just want to hover over the Settings tab and scroll horizontally until you see administration. So I just passed it here. So you have it right under system. And it will take you to the administration's dashboard here. And you just want to click on security roles. So before we get into how to add new security roles or modify the existing security roles, we're going to discuss why we need them in the first place. We need them because it is more time consuming to add a new security role for everyone in the organization. So imagine if you were managing a Fortune 500 company or like a very large company, and you have a call center of 100 staff. You don't want to go in and assign a different security role for every single call center staff that you have that handles all your customer inquiries coming in by phone. You just want to create one role called call center representative, and every single call center representative you have would have the same security access. Now, the Microsoft Dynamics CRM system is very flexible. You can change any of the 15 default roles that you have here, and one user can have multiple roles if they were doing multiple functions within the organization. You can either create your own security role from scratch up here, or you can modify one of the existing roles that comes by default. If you were modifying one of the existing roles, it's best practice to put the name of your organization either at the front or the end, just so that you can keep track of which role you modify. So this is just a general best practice. We're going to look at both of these methods. Now let's start by just adding a new security role. So we just had to give this role a name. I'm just going to call it test. Okay, and we're going to click, so I'm just going to drag this down a little bit, and we're going to click save. And our role is being created. So you can see here at the bottom, our test role has already been created. So to modify this role, we just click on the different tabs we have along the top. So here, core records, marketing, sales, and services. So we can add different types of permission to this role, right? Including all the miscellaneous privileges as well. Now, I just want to note at the bottom here is a legend key that tells you how much permission each of the user will have for a specific function. They can have either a user access, business unit access, parent-child business unit access, or organizational access. So depending on the permission that they have is going to get progressively larger. And the way you assign access is just click on it. So right now the user has no ability, the test user created has no ability to create a new campaign, marketing campaign. If we click on it once, now they have user access, now they have business unit access, now they have parent-child business unit access, and now they have entire organizational access. So you can go in and you can do this for all of the core records, marketing, sales, and services. So as you can see, if the user has a lot of permissions, this can't take a long time, and it'll just be more time efficient to modify one of the 15 existing roles. However, if this particular user only needs one or two permission, then it's much faster to just create a new security role and modify it as needed, right? So we're just gonna save and close out of this. And now the permission for this row is now being updated. And let's say we don't want our new test user anymore. We just simply, we don't click on it, but on the word itself per se, we just select this record and we click the X at the top which will allow us to delete this row. Okay, and next thing we're going to do is we're just going to modify one of our existing rows. So we're going to, let's say we want to update this CSR manager row. So we just click on that, go over to more options, and first we click on copy row, and we want to just say XYZ, oops, XYZ CSR manager. Click OK. And the copy of CSR manager will show up. So from here we can modify the different permission levels for core records, marketing, sales, and services. So you can see here that most of the fields are already filled in for us, and there's a lot less work that we need to do. So if you're creating, if the row is similar to one of the defaults, it's much easier to just modify the default rather than starting from scratch. Now, modifying all of these boxes might take a long time, so I'm going to show you two quick shortcuts. So let's say I want to make sure that the CSR manager will not be able to delete anything. I just click on delete at the top. You may have to click on it several times until everything in the row comes into the same color, and then from there it's going to start moving in the same color. Right? So I want the CSR manager to not be able to delete anything from the organization. So you can see here, everything is now default to non-selected. You can do the same thing with all the rows. So if I wanted to give the CSR manager organizational access to all the accounts, I just click on the account, and you can see some of the circles are already starting to move, and you have to click on it several times until it all gets the same color, and from there it would move in the same sequence as well. So those are two shortcuts to help you manage rows a little bit quicker. I hope, and we just click save and close when we're done, and the row will be updated. So I hope you found this video helpful, and I'll see you in a future video. Thank you.